to my channel. So today's video has to be hands down my favorite video I have ever filmed besides my Christmas eye look, and that's because of the glitter. But this video, it's so much more exciting to me because this is about how to make your own pressed glitter eyeshadows. Now the reason I started making these is because a few months back I started buying pressed glitters like this, and they are so expensive to buy. And I understand in a way, but sometimes some companies were just jacking up those prices so high, and I understand it. I understand why, because preservatives cost money, glitter costs money, shipping, I understand it, but it was just getting out of hand how expensive it was. And I realized that it is so cheap and easy to make. It literally takes maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes maximum to make one of these itty bitty little pans. So it is literally the easiest thing. You can mix and match colors. This one has two colors. It has green and red. This one has purple and blue in it. Y'all, I'm talking, these colors are so much fun to make. I don't think I've ever had so much fun, and this is just with one swipe, and all it takes is 3 ingredients. Now if you are wanting to resell these, I would say look up what preservatives and things you need to put in this, but I'm just using these for my own use, my own happiness. I have had friends ask me to make them for them, so I will make them for my friends, but I'm not going to resell these just because if I'm not using preservatives, I don't want something to go wrong with them. All it is rubbing alcohol. I use the Isprol alcohol 94%. I would say don't go below 90% because the higher it is, the better. And then I use glycerin. I bought mine off of Amazon just because I couldn't find it in the grocery store. It is a vegetable glycerin, the one that I bought. So I'm assuming you might find it in the, like, where you find your vegetable oils and things like that. And then any loose cosmetic grade glitter. Now make sure you are buying cosmetic grade glitter and not costume glitter. Do not buy costume glitter. That is not made for your face. It is not made for your eyes. Make sure you are only purchasing cosmetic glitter, not costume or craft glitter. Craft and costume glitter are going to be the glitter that are in your clothes, pretty much anything that shouldn't be on your face. And then cosmetic glitter is going to be the stuff from NYX Cosmetics. Any loose type cosmetic glitter that you can buy at the drugstore. I buy mine from bulkglitters.com. I'll leave everything y'all need to know down below. So it just kind of depends on what colors you want or how much you want. All it is half a cap of alcohol, so I'll take the cap off of the alcohol bottle and I'll measure it out, and then I'll put 3 drips of glycerin in there, and then I'll mix it up, and then you add alcohol and more glitter as you go, because the second you put that glitter into the pan with the alcohol is pretty much going to soak it all up. So it does take quite a bit of glitter. It took a lot more than I thought it was going to take, honestly. Just look at those. Look at those pretty colors, but it's been so much fun to make, but it is extremely easy. So if you're somebody like me who loves glitters like this, but it's just getting extremely overpriced, the video for you. It does not take long, so let me go ahead and show you how to make your own glitter.
So like I told y'all in the beginning, you're going to take the cap off of your alcohol and you're going to fill it halfway, and you're just going to place that into these little 26mm pans. You can find these on Amazon, and you can get them in various shapes and sizes. As you can see, I poured a little bit too much in, so I'm just going to pour the excess back into the cap because we will need that later on. And then I'm going to take my glycerin. Like I said, I got mine off of Amazon, but I think you can find it at the store somewhere. I feel like it's a really common product. You're just going to add 3 little squirts, and I have used more. I've used 4, but it honestly made it made the formula a little bit too liquidy, and it just wasn't the same, so I think it works best with 3. And then I'm just going to pour the glitter in, and like I said earlier, you can tell right here that alcohol automatically starts to seep all of it up. So that's why you don't really want to mix it first. And that's why I said it takes a lot of glitter to actually make these. So you're just going to start mixing it around until you feel like everything's all mixed in and all combined together. And then you're going to go back in, pour some more alcohol on top. And then it is just a repetitive process. You'll pour glitter, you'll mix it in, pour more alcohol as you think needed. You don't have to add more alcohol. That just kind of depends on how you want it to be. I find the more alcohol, the better. That's just my personal preference. I find that it has a much better payout if I use more alcohol, but obviously the more alcohol you use, the more glitter you're going to use. But sometimes you can go a little bit overboard with the glitter, and that's where the alcohol can come into play, because like I said, it's going to pretty much just soak it all up. So then I'm going to just add a different color in because I ran out of the rose gold. This is a good example of being able to use 2 different textures. That NYX glitter was a very fine glitter, and then this glitter from Bulk Glitter, like I said, I'll leave everything y'all need down below, is more of a thicker cut glitter. And as you can see, I'm just mixing it in and making sure that everything's mixed in good. There's alcohol on every single part, glycerin on every single piece of glitter. And it's also a great way to mix the colors together. See that I'm kind of just like patting it on top. When you get this, I find that when you get this much glitter, at this point, it's kind of hard to mix the toothpick in circular motion. So I just kind of start to pat. It's a good way to get the glitter on top flat. The last step really helps smooth out the very top, but I find that patting the top of the toothpick on top kind of helps with that process a little bit. I'm going to keep patting and moving the glitter around until I feel like I have a really good payout of all the color and a really good mixture going.
We can go, yeah, we can go, yeah, we can go, yeah, going out of control, yeah, we can go, yeah, Maui till Tokyo, yeah, Juliet, Romeo, yeah, going out of control, yeah, I can tell you're nervous and baby that you can get it, and all you gotta say is you ready and that you with it, I promise I'm not leaving no more.
I'm just going to take a piece of tissue paper and I'm going to take something round. You can use a quarter or really anything flat. I'm just going to use the lid of the NYX glitter because it is the exact same 26mm size, and I'm just going to press on top. This process is going to help soak up all the extra alcohol that is left over. I normally let it sit for an hour to 2 hours depending on how much alcohol I actually had in the product. And this is just to help get all the extra moisture out. And then this is the final product.
And cherish every moment, yeah, baby, like every minute. And I'm not here just to waste your time, but I just gotta tell you, girl, you're so dang fine. And I'm just trying to figure out how to make you mine. You just tell me stick it where the sun don't shine, but I'm feeling like we can go, yeah, we can go, yeah, we can.
So I hope y'all found this video extremely helpful, especially for those of you who wanted to know how to make your own glitter. Like I said, if you're going to sell this, if you're going to start your own company or you're going to sell this, I would say look into some preservatives. I've had no trouble with molding. That's why a lot of people do use preservatives. That's why there's preservatives in makeup, is to help for molding. As long as you're keeping it, you're taking care of your glitter and you're making sure that it's always covered. It's not in extremely cold temperatures, extremely hot temperatures. It's in room temperature. I mean, a house, I have not had any problems with this. They have not cracked. They have not. Nothing has happened to them, and I keep them at normal room temperature. So even if you don't want to add your own preservatives, they will be okay. Just make sure you're taking care of your makeup, but it needs to be that way with any type of makeup. If you read on a lot of foundations or things like that, it'll say the temperature that it needs to be in to be stored in. So that's the same with this. Just make sure you're storing it properly. Make sure you're just taking care of it, and it will all be okay. So I really hope this video was helpful for some of you guys. I know it is an extremely fun thing to make. I am addicted. I ordered more glitter, and it is at my apartment waiting for me, and I'm so excited. So if y'all like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Remember to subscribe before you leave. Leave it in comments down below of any videos you would like to see, including these glitters that I made, because I will make those videos for you guys. And I'll see you in the next video.